Hello and welcome back to our channel. I hope you're having a blessed day. If you're new here, welcome and I hope you will enjoy our content. Hit the like and subscribe button to help us out. We would highly appreciate that. And to all of our subscribers, welcome back. In today's video, we will cover another interesting topic, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. A spiritual awakening means something different to everyone. One common understanding of it is simply believing in more than just yourself. For some, it's trusting your gut or intuition more. And for others, it's even deeper, to begin to look past the physical limitations of this reality and focus on going within to connect to what some call God, Source, Higher Self, etc. A spiritual awakening can lead one down to road to higher understanding of themselves and their placements within this crazy world. And for many, they couldn't imagine their lives without faith in something being the centerpiece. However, along this road towards enlightenment, inner peace, greater understanding, or whatever you would like to achieve, you might find yourself getting lost along the way. This is perfectly normal, of course, but please try to stray away from the following things that will only hinder your growth. Number 1. Staying stuck in the past or future. One common facet of spirituality is focusing on mindfulness or being fully aware of the present moment. However, we cannot do that if we remain entrenched in the past or future. If we focus too much on times already gone or times not even here yet, we will wreak havoc on our inner peace. To gain inner peace, we must fully let go and embrace the present. So, on your spiritual journey, we hope you will remember to lose yourself in the moment you have right now and forget about moments gone or moments that haven't yet arrived. Much of spirituality lies in going with the flow and not trying to control your surroundings anyway. Number 2. Being too hard on yourself. Along this path, you might find yourself being hyper aware of your own thoughts and actions, so much so that you start to judge yourself too harshly. While being conscious of the self is a big part of spirituality, you have to learn to simply watch yourself as a mindful observer and not judge what you might hear or see. We live in a very judgmental world, but you have to learn to let go of these man-made judgments and preconceived ideas of who and what you should be. Your spiritual journey should not be about achieving perfection, rather it should be about learning to love yourself. In spite of those imperfections that make you, don't believe what anyone else tells you about spirituality. It's your personal journey, and no one can tell you how to traverse it but you. Number 3. Feeling guilty about how you live your life. When you start to delve deeper into your spiritual awakening, you might find that your ideals and morals have changed a bit. Thus, you find yourself at odds with certain people in your life because they have gotten so used to the old you that they don't really know how to deal with the new you. Of course, this is the natural course of life as people change and find what makes them happy. However, don't feel guilty about your life just because it doesn't click with those around you. Maybe in your spiritual journey you have found that you want to simplify your life and live off the grid to get closer to nature, God, or whatever you call the center of your spirituality. If this makes your heart happy, you have to follow it, regardless of what others may think. You have to live your life for you, not for others. Number 4. Comparing yourself with others. This sort of goes along with the previous point. Don't ever judge yourself against other people. You will either disappoint yourself or allow your ego to be inflated. Neither of these things will help you in your spiritual journey. Rather, they will hinder you. Your spiritual journey is highly personal and totally unique to you. Therefore, it's both unwise and unrational to compare others to yourself, because you have to move at your own pace in life. Someone might seem more spiritually advanced than you, but who's really to say? Only you can judge yourself at the end of the day, so make sure to simply focus on your own life and do what you have to in order to feel fulfilled within yourself. And number 5, not allowing yourself to feel emotions. A common belief you will come across in your spiritual path is that we should strive to not let our emotions overpower us, instead becoming the watchful observer of our thoughts and feelings. However, this doesn't mean to stifle your emotions so that you become a sticking time bomb. If you don't deal with your emotions, you will have to later, and they will only gain strength from being bottled up so long. Say what you need to say, feel what you need to feel. No apologies and no feeling guilty. We are all human and therefore have a wide spectrum of emotions. In order to feel alive, we must deal with how we feel now and not bury our emotions just because we don't want to face them. What causes a spiritual awakening? According to Agro, one can't cause a spiritual awakening. But sometimes a spiritual awakening can have important reasons, like getting you out of a dangerous relationship, lead you to fulfilling work, the start of a new partnership, or even the introduction of a child into life. You can't force a spiritual awakening because if you are forcing it to happen, then you are already answering some higher call to wake up, says Agro. It may feel like you are forcing it, but something got you to this point of awakening. Essentially, if you are trying to be spiritually awakened, you are already on that journey. So what are the benefits of a spiritual awakening? The biggest plus to a spiritual awakening journey is the opportunity for more, awakening, says experts. Agro says it's like living in a house and suddenly discovering new rooms or a whole part of the house you didn't even know was there. As you awaken, you will discover new parts of yourself and how to live. Another benefit to a spiritual awakening is that it can make your life easier. The more you step into the power of who you are and the abilities you have, which come as you walk an awakened path, the easier life gets, Agro explains. It doesn't mean you don't have challenges, but the way you understand your human experience changes in a way that makes life flow. Your spiritual awakening can give you relief, joy, grace, and wisdom, for example. It can bring about a better understanding of who you are and other facets of life. The awareness can bring about acceptance or manifest other good things. How to know if you are going through a spiritual awakening? While a spiritual awakening can look very different for each person, there are some common signs that you are going through one. Here are ways to tell if you are going through a spiritual awakening. When you realize your patterns, are you repeating the same cycles over and over again? And have you been doing that for a while without understanding what's going on? When your empathy increases, those who have gone through spiritual awakening say they notice that they become more empathetic than their usual selves. When you become content with things that would usually bother you. Joy seeped in where it was not before. I had physical moments where my body felt changes and I could feel it absorbing energy from around me. When you become aware of everything. Gabbard noticed everything and her intuition was magnified. My good, my bad, my emotional awareness expanded, she said. I became more self-reliant and less in need. I began to connect with that power, the source of all life, in a way that I didn't think was possible. When your intuition heightened. Similarly to empathy, your intuition will become more prominent and stronger if you are going through a spiritual awakening. When your senses are amplified, you will just feel deeply and your senses. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you learned something interesting. Make sure to check out other videos, hit the like button and subscribe to keep track of new content we post. To learn more about the subject we talked about today, check out these websites. Thank you and I will see you in the next video.